Morning, YouTube. Today is Sunday and it's kind of gloomy here in Georgia. If you can tell by the lighting, it's actually about 7:15 in the morning. It's usually a bit brighter than this, but I'm gonna go grocery shopping today. I figured I'd film a meal prep because I'm gonna be meal prepping and buying a couple of different things than what I usually cook, and you guys know that, like, honestly, I'm the meal prepping queen. And this is kind of random, but back when I was in grad school and my sister was like still teaching, every single Saturday we would wake up at like 6:15, sometimes 6:30, but we would just leave the house at 6:50 to go grocery shopping. We would like be the first customers basically at Sprouts, because I don't know about you guys, but I cannot stand like a busy grocery store or busy stores in general, and 7 a.m. is the perfect time for that, so like to avoid that. That's why I go so early on the weekends. I do have to make a couple of pit stops before I go to the grocery store. Gotta go get gas and then go to the bank to deposit some cash. I've not eaten breakfast yet, so hopefully that'll encourage me to go faster. It's probably a bad idea, but whatever. I'm hungry. Another thing I don't think I've mentioned yet is I bought these produce bags off of Amazon. I'll link them down below. But I typically just don't get any bag for my produce, but when I get like cilantro or something that's, you know, just loose, like celery, whatever, then I get a bag for that. So I got some produce bags, and I really like these because they're a good size. Apologize for the horrible lighting in my house, but wanted to do a quick grocery haul. Got some English muffins, multigrain, some whole wheat pita bread, a couple of cans of diced tomatoes, one with jalapenos and one that is chili ready. Great Northern beans. These are actually like my favorite beans. They're so good. Artichoke hearts. Got long grain white rice. Some hummus. Got red pepper hummus. Carrots. Some baby potatoes. I get the like tricolor. There's purple, red, and gold potatoes. Green peas. These are frozen. Blueberries. A few bell peppers. 2 bags of Beyond Meat Feisty Crumbles. Tomatoes. A lemon. Some bananas. I got this Tofurkey artisan sausage. Obviously it's vegan. Hopefully it tastes good. Silk almond milk. I always get unsweetened vanilla. This is my favorite vegan cheese. It's so good. This is the provolone one, obviously. And got some Starbucks coffee, Silk almond milk creamer and caramel, and Puffin cinnamon cereal. And I am so hungry, and I'm really excited for my meal. It's gonna take a minute because it's like pretty elaborate, and this is what I'm gonna have throughout the week. So this is a bit of my meal prep, and I will show you guys what I'll be making. Okay, first of all, we're gonna chop up the potatoes. Okay, now that our potatoes are all chopped up, just gonna go in with some olive oil, some garlic salt, some oregano, not too much, just a little bit, and some pepper. It's running out. Okay, so you'll want to mix that till they're all coated. And you're just gonna pop them in the oven. I put the oven at 450 degrees, and I add about 35 to 40 minutes. I like mine pretty crispy, so. There's a few minutes left on my potatoes, so I've started the sausages. I've never made these before, so I just drizzled some olive oil, and I don't think they take very long to cook, so we're just gonna brown them. And just by the way, each sausage has 29 grams of protein, so that's pretty impressive. 11 grams of carb, 12 grams of fat. This is 4 servings, so I'm gonna probably make about 7 servings out of this, or so, maybe 6. So it will be a little less, but that is pretty good. Okay, and another thing we're gonna make is this English muffin. Just gonna add a slice of cheese, just one for the both of them. So I'm gonna make it like so. And I'm gonna pop each of these into the toaster oven and let that heat until toasted and melted. Okay, I'm gonna slice these up. They smell pretty good.
So I just chop it into little bite-sized pieces.
And it appears our potatoes are done. Bread's ready. Now we're gonna put it all on a plate. All right, and there we have it. Got some ketchup on my blueberries. By the way, this sausage is really good. It tastes like something else. I can't put my finger on it. It tastes like some other veggie meat. But it's not like that standard sausage taste. It has that like spicy sweetness to it as well. It's really good. Definitely recommend. All right, for one meal, all that you'll need is your chopped up bell peppers. I chopped up 4 bell peppers. I chopped up 4 tomatoes, and then 2 cans of beans. These are the Great Northern beans. I also drained the artichokes and then chopped them into a little bit of smaller pieces. I'm gonna show you guys what this will look like once I put everything together, but let me show you how to make the dressing. It's super easy. I prefer to do it in a jar just so I can like shake it up. We're gonna add, oh wow, not the top. We're gonna add olive oil, good amount. We're gonna squeeze out this lemon juice. So half a lemon. No, we're gonna do a full lemon. I take that back. Full lemon because I like everything really lemony. I'm gonna add a clove of garlic. I use a garlic press because it makes really small pieces because I personally don't like large chunks of garlic. So it comes out like that, and you'll just scrape it in. Gonna add Himalayan pink salt, some pepper, and some oregano. And we're gonna seal that. Looks like that. Shake it up. And it comes out like so. So this may be enough for maybe 2 to 3 servings, but of course you can like increase the amount that you add. I've added everything that I mentioned, but if you can tell, I also added some chia seeds as well as hemp seeds. This is going to add some omega, some magnesium, a little bit of protein, and just a little bit of crunch, so it should help to fill you up more. It's about that big. Look how pretty. And I put maybe like 2 tablespoons of that dressing on and just shook it up. Okay, for the second meal, you're gonna need a pretty big pan. So I got this high-walled one. I already cooked the white rice. I always add olive oil and garlic salt while it boils, and that adds a really good flavor. Ground crumbles. I'm going to use about 1.5 bags. And then peas. This meal is actually super simple. There's some olive oil in the pan. We're going to start by cooking. Oh, and you'll also need your diced tomatoes. I almost forgot about that. So we'll add these. And about half of this other bag. That should be good. Who wants peas? Does anybody else have dogs who love peas? Come here, Amy. They love the frozen peas. It's really cute. We'll give you a couple, okay? Alright, gonna add the peas. Stir that around. And I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 can of the diced tomatoes. I don't know if I'm gonna use 2 yet. I'm kind of just throwing this together, so I'm not sure how it's gonna come out. So it may be 1, it may be 2. Cook for a little bit. Wow, so I thought I was filming and it was not, so I just filmed this all, but not really filmed it. So anyways, I added my cooked rice to this, and I don't want to cook any more of the rice. It's just to get this all mixed in. So that's all that I did, was just added the cooked rice and mixed this all in, shut the heat off once it's mixed, and I'm not going to add the second can of diced tomatoes. This looks pretty good and moist, so I'm just going to start adding this to my meal prep containers. Alright, and last but not least, I just finished chopping up some carrots to dip into the red pepper hummus, and then that's also what the pita bread's for, so I'll have 1 pita bread, a few slices of carrots, and then, a couple tablespoons of hummus as a snack. This is also going to be, I guess, dessert throughout the week if I do want a dessert. And with cereal, I typically try to measure it out, because otherwise I'll pour like the whole thing. And, it's really only like 30 grams. So I measure that out, and I could have like a banana or whatever. So I don't know the exact macros or anything. I just know that this is high protein because it's pretty obvious. Every meal has a pretty decent amount of protein in it. And basically my goal with this meal prep is that I'm sorry, I'm like sweating, it's so hot in here. The last couple weeks I've been really hungry throughout the day, which I just don't think is healthy. Like my stomach would be literally growling by 8 a.m. I do wake up early, but it's just almost impossible to focus when your stomach is like that really empty feeling, So I just think I need to eat more food and more protein-rich food. So that's the goal with this week. That is really all that I have for you. So as always, if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below, or you can follow me on Instagram at LivingLikeLayla. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon.